Next up, we have another fight that I'm trying to take my personal bias out of it. I think I've been able to, because at one point I've had it for both guys. So it kind of balances itself out. Julian Erosa is minus 115 versus Nate Landwehr, Nate Train at minus 105. Real Mike, I know we're on the same side of this one, but talk to me about Erosa versus Landwehr.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a good fight. It's not that I don't like Erosa, but it's just I like Nate a lot more. I think Nate is a little bit underrated. He's got a lot of experience in other organizations that are with some really good strikers. I like his striking a lot. Julian Erosa, man, he's just iffy, man. I can never trust him. Um, he's been in and out of the UFC, I believe, as well. He just isn't. Is just isn't the guy I ever want to bet on. But Nate Landwehr, man, his all-around mixed martial art game is really good, dude. I mean, whether it's stand-up or his wrestling transitions and all that stuff, I really think that he's just far superior, and he's just absolutely going to give Julian Erosa fits here. So this is going to be a Bob and I's bet, and I'll let Bob get into the next portion of it.
Mike Gilz, by all means, you can go first, and then I'll hop in and give the particulars for me and Real Mike.
Oh, yeah, sure. So this is the rare tie on DraftKings of price. Both of these guys are coming in at $8,100, which I actually love. We'll get to that in a second. When you look at Julian Erosa, he had a really bad first 2 attempts in the UFC. He lost to Artem Lobov on tough. That's a tough beat. Then he goes 0-3 in his second run. Now coming after this one, he's coming off a bad case of COVID. Things just aren't really lining up. Going against Nate Landwehr, again, $8,100. Look, Nate Landwehr should probably win this fight. He's faced the better guys. He's beaten the better guys. He hasn't lost to the absolute worst guy. My only issue with Landwehr is that he fights like he's only allowed to be paid in bonus money sometimes, and that bothers me. But when you look at him fight, I don't know, how can I say it? From a standpoint of skill, Landwehr should win this fight. It's hard to be super confident just because both their fight styles, but Landwehr has the power to keep Erosa from just coming forward and bullying him around the cage. I'm running out of breath from bullying him around the cage, which is kind of what Erosa needs to do to have success. Plus, Erosa, he has a handful of knockout losses in his career, and Landwehr does seem to be that kind of asshole that would brag about giving a guy CTE. And, while that's terrible, I have to respect that when I'm putting money on DraftKings. So for $8,100 on DraftKings, with Landwehr's ability, with his style, I think that's an absolute gift. I would have lined these guys up a little bit differently than that. I would have had Landwehr as a mid-range play. I'm really excited. $8,100. I love him at that price.
Let's go.
Quick pause. I'll give the particulars on that. We got Pablo in the chat from the Haps team himself. How are you doing? Got Michael Bathurst showing in from Toronto. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for the support. And he says he loves our show. Well, check out his show here on Haps. He does great stuff as well. Super entertaining. Thank you for the award, Mel M. Very much appreciate it. And I know I say that quickly and frequently, but that's just because you guys are showing so much support. Even Pablo himself giving us an appreciation award. Well, you know what? We appreciate you too. And Jackie Girl for throwing the Stay Safe award. We repeat it because it's true. And just because I say it a lot of times doesn't mean it loses its meaning. It's just that you guys are being so generous that's why it keeps coming out more and more. But specifically to the Julian Erosa over Nate Landwehr fight, I don't think Julian Erosa does well fighting backwards, and that's one thing he has to do against Nate Landwehr, who will perpetually go forward. He does leave his chin up a little bit and can take something. He leaves himself open at times to take shots. He has a good chin, so he should be able to handle the majority of it, and he does throw I think Mikey Gilz put it very well, where he's always fighting like he's going for performance of the night bonus.
Yes.
And that will bite him. I don't think it will here because I don't think that Erosa has the skills to do that. The hard thing about Erosa is he has such crazy flashes of brilliance that just come out of nowhere. He performs higher than he should at times and way lower than he should at times. He's all over the place. He's a roller coaster. And I don't think this is one I'm fumbling over my words. Sorry. Very, very long day in the freezing cold. Erosa has the skill to beat Landwehr. I'm going to say 3 out of 10 times. And it's going to look fantastic when he does. But the vast majority of the time, Nate Landwehr is just going to take it to him. And I actually think he has a good chance for a finish over the course of 2 rounds, just putting tons of volume on him and getting a late second or early third round finish. And yes, that's part of the reason this is our bet, because anytime you have the fact that you think the guy is A, the better fighter, and B, has a high probability of getting a finish, and it's at even money, I'm sorry, we got to go with that. And since this is similar to last week, where both me and Room both like it. That's what it takes for us to have a to win 2-unit bet. And he's minus 105 now, so that'd be 2.1 units to win you guys 2 on our bet there on Nate Landwehr.